Guys, after seeing these results, I don't think that anyone has the right to say that European sides are the bigger sides or the better sides in the world. Guys, this Club World Cup has actually brought something special on the table because we're seeing something that we didn't expect to see, okay? So far, we have saw European giants fall down because of teams outside of Europe, which people don't even realize that they're even there. Who knew that Botafogo is a team? I honestly didn't know that. Okay, it's a Brazilian side. I didn't know that it even exists. Okay, I never heard the name before. But in this Club World Cup, I've heard the name, and I also saw them beat PSG, who are the treble winners, with a scoreline of 1-0. We have saw some really, really interesting things in this Club World Cup. It's ridiculous. The look at these two matches right here and tell me that is this not interesting? Like people are saying that the Club World Cup people don't take it seriously. Okay? And to be honest, yeah. The previous formats, people were not taking the Club World Cup that seriously because they say it's a small tournament. But this, are you calling this a small tournament? A European giant is falling down because of these teams. Fluminense, who even know what that is? No one knows what Fluminense is. No one knows. Okay? Al Hilal Saudi beating Manchester City 4-3. Like, guys, you know what? We need to actually appreciate this Club World Cup because we're seeing big giants of Europe who say that we are the teams of, we are the unbeatables against these other teams from, I don't know, Africa or whatever. They're being beaten up. They're being beaten up. Fluminense brought a performance versus Inter Milan, who are the Champions League finalists, by the way, beating them with a scoreline of 2-0. Manchester City, oh my goodness, they were playing football. They just beat like 6-0 to, I don't know, Al Ain, and before that they played Wydad Casablanca. They beat them 2-0, I think. And then after that, the last match of the group stage, they beat 5-2 to Juventus. And everyone was saying that, yo, Manchester City's back now. Yeah, this and they signed Ryan Atinuri, Reinders, Ryan Cherkin. Yeah. We saw everything yesterday. And you know what, guys? I didn't watch the match of Manchester City versus Al Hilal Saudi because the timing was the problem. You know what, guys? When I want to watch a match, especially in my country, this match was played at 4 a.m. So I didn't want to wake up that early just to watch Manchester City destroy Al Hilal. Okay, I didn't want to watch that because, of course, everyone was expecting that. But guys, I'm very disappointed that I didn't wake up for this match. I literally, when I woke up and when I saw my phone and I see a 4-3 scoreline, but it's not from Manchester City side, it's from Al Hilal side. I said, oh my goodness, what a game this was. I missed this game. But guys, that's the news, okay? Now you know what, guys? Let's start with one match at a time. Let's talk about Inter Milan versus Fluminense first, and then we'll come to that match, which I didn't even see. I saw the highlights, but I didn't see the match. Okay. So guys, talking about Inter Milan versus Fluminense, this is a match that I saw. Fluminense beating Inter Milan 2-0. This is something. First of all, this is embarrassing for Inter Milan. Very embarrassing. If we talk about Inter Milan in this season, they have been embarrassing, bro. They have been actually the people that can, the team that can actually win the treble, okay? Not PSG. It was Inter Milan who could have won the treble. They were going for it. They were first in the Serie A. They were in the semifinals of the Coppa Italia. They were in the final of the UEFA Champions League, like going for it, And then they lose everything. They lose everything. Everything, like literally everything. A trophyless season for Inter Milan. And in this match, you see an Inter Milan who has great players, okay? Their head coach, of course, he went to Al Hilal Saudi, but that's not a problem. It's Inter Milan, bro. Like don't talk about the coach. Talk about Inter Milano. This is Inter Milano. You're facing a Brazilian side. Okay, they know football, of course. They also have very high-aged players like Thiago Silva, and another one who was like 44 years old. Like, their keeper is like 40 plus years old, I think, if I'm not wrong. Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. But they have a goalkeeper that high of an age. They have a 40-year-old Thiago Silva who is captaining the team of Fluminense. And then Inter Milan go on to lose 2-0. Like, is this even... Like, I'm telling you guys, this competition, even though we're seeing thousands of empty seats throughout the stadiums whenever the matches are played, this is not a small competition. This is a lesson. This is a lesson to the European sides that there is football outside of Europe. Guys, Inter Milan had a possession of 68 and Fluminense of 32. 18 shots, 4 on target from Inter Milan, 11 shots, 4 on target from Fluminense. We can see that Inter Milan were dominating in this game. But Fluminense just know how to play football. And I'm very much like convinced that the Club World Cup is not a small competition. It's not a small competition, guys. We're seeing European giants fall down like this. It's not a small competition. Inter Milan, the way that they were playing football, okay, in this match, it was like, what the heck is going on? Whenever the ball comes forward, Lautaro Martinez, Marcus Thuram, they can't do anything. They don't even know how to control the ball. They lose possession, and then, of course, Fluminense come with a counter, and then they score. That's what was going on. I still don't believe that Barcelona, I'm a Barcelona fan, we lost 7-6 on aggregate versus this team, which can't even score one goal versus a team which is outside of Europe. It was embarrassing to score, to concede 7 goals versus this team. I still don't believe it. And now I'm seeing this team lose like this. And I mean, guys, football, this is the reason why everyone, loves football. This is exactly the reason why we love football. And of course, talking about the other team. The other match. Manchester City versus Al Hilal Saudi. You know what? I thought that Al Hilal is gonna be destroyed by Manchester City. They're gonna be destroyed. That's why I didn't watch the match, because the match was at 4 a.m. in my country in the morning. So I didn't want to wake up for a match like that in which Manchester City are gonna be controlling possession and then just destroying Al Hilal. I didn't want to watch that kind of match because I saw Manchester City versus Juventus. I saw Manchester City versus Wydad Casablanca. I didn't watch the Al Ain one, but I watched those two. And what I saw is that Manchester City is back. Okay, Ryan Cherki, Reinders, Rodri is back. Who was that? Oh, Atinuri. So I thought that Manchester City is back. They're just going to win 5 goals, 6 goals versus Al Hilal. What happened, guys, is that Al Hilal actually demolished Manchester City in the second half and in extra time and went through, knocking Manchester City out. And of course, you're going to say that there's Ruben Neves, Khalidou Koulibaly, Joe Cancelo, who is a former Manchester City player, Malcolm, who else? Mitrovic. I didn't watch the match, so I don't know who played. But yeah, Sergej Milinkovic-Savic. Now, all these are European players and Brazilian players. So you might say that it's kind of the same thing. No, it's not the same thing, guys. Even though there are players which are big names out in football, still it's Manchester City, bro. It's Manchester City. You're losing 4-3 to Al Hilal, and then you're saying that I am back. We are the European sides. We're the former treble winners. Guys, I'm telling you guys, start watching the Club World Cup. We have just saw 2 giants fall out of the Club World Cup, Inter Milan and Manchester City. Simone Inzaghi finally got a win versus Manchester City. Not with Inter Milan, he got it with Al Hilal. Bro, I don't know what to say, guys. I don't know what to say. And you know what? If you look at the stats, you'll see that Manchester City had dominated Al Hilal. Okay, for 69 possession, 31 possession from Al Hilal, 31 shots, 14 on target, 17 shots, 6 on target from Al Hilal. You see that they're dominating, but they don't know how to, like, you know what, guys? Football, sometimes you can get everything right, but you can't score, you can't score. Okay? And that's what happened in these two matches. But whatever, guys, people are going to say that this was like, luck from those sides, but I don't think it's luck. This has been happening consistently. We saw Flamengo beat Chelsea 3-1. We saw Al Hilal, the same team that I'm talking about right now. They drew versus Real Madrid. So we are seeing these kind of things in the Club World Cup. So start watching the freaking Club World Cup, bro. There's no Inter Milan. There's no Manchester City, which we expected. They're going to be in there in the quarterfinals. But they're not there. But whatever, guys. The Giants have fallen, and the underdogs are in the quarterfinals. So that's it for today, guys. I hope that you enjoyed the video. Make sure to drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and now I'll see you on the next video.